Hey guys, this is Gloria. So I am here to do a video on how I use the Evolution Advance. This is the machine that some of us were able to pick up from Tuesday morning on about a week ago. And I absolutely love this machine. I also own a Vintage, which is a big kick, but it's a big kick for jewelry making, but it's the same exact thing as your regular big kick. And I also own a Big Shot Pro. The Big Shot Pro is huge, as you guys may know, and you can't just take that around everywhere. The Vintage Big Kick is a great cutter, but it doesn't fold up, so you have to have so much space, pretty much this same amount of space at all times, in order to store it and different things like that. And I used to have a Cuttlebug, but I sold it because I got the Big Shot. But what I realize is I love the fact that you can fold this machine up and you can store it away easier than you can with the big kick. Now, when I first got this machine, I didn't know about the compartments here because I did some, I looked up on YouTube and did some research on the machine before I purchased it. And these two flaps here have storage compartments in it where you can store things like a pick tool, to get the intricate dies to release the paper, and all kind of stuff. I store my you can store a pair of scissors, you can store the handle that goes with the machine in here, you can store all types of things. I currently store just a regular sewing, not a sewing needle, but a pen, a sewing pen inside of here because I don't have one of those tools to poke out my intricate dies. And so I use that to do that with. But that's about it. And then I'll take the handle off and store that in here as well. So this is an old wooden table that I purchased from like Goodwill or Savers for like $3.99, and I have not covered or painted it yet, and it's just a wooden little fold out table that I can use for crafting. And it's not very big, but it does serves the purpose, because you guys know I don't have my craft room anymore, so I can put this up anywhere, craft on it, and then take it down when I'm done. So anywho, this machine would stick to surfaces like a cutting mat or a glossier table with a finish on it. Once you lift these two arms down, and once you do that, it actually suctions to the table. But for mine, it does not suction because, like I said, this is an old table with no type of finish on it at all. Like the wood is just like chipped kind of wood or whatever. But anyway, so that's that. The machine also comes with this embossing mat, which is like a rubbery type of mat, and it also comes with this cutting mat, which as you can see is already well loved. And I made a mistake and cut a smaller die, a Sizzix die with it, and I kind of bowled out my cutting mat. As you guys can see, it doesn't lay flat on there, but it doesn't mess with the ability to cut other dies. It still cuts well. This is just the Mat B that comes with the machine, and this is the platform that actually comes with the machine. It doesn't have any magnets or anything like that inside of it. But because I have a Cuttlebug and because I have a big kick or big shot, I wanted to know if I could use my plates from my old Cuttlebug, which is this is my do not cut plate, or please don't cut me plate. Everyone should have one of those. And I also wanted to know if I could use my magnetic platform from my Sizzix machine, my big kick. I also wanted to know if I could use my precision base plate, which is this plate right here, and this is the way it looks here. Don't mind mine, it's all scratched up there because I made a mistake and cut on the wrong side again. But I wanted to know if I can use these other plates in my machine. And a lot of people here on YouTube said that you cannot use it with the Evolution Advance. But because the Evolution Advance has this dial right here on the side. You can actually change the pressure right in here where the roller is. That roller will either drop down lower or come up some in order to allow other materials to pass through. So all you have to do is make sure that you have the proper pressure on your plates in order to make them work, and they work just fine. So the first thing I'm going to share with you guys, number one, is some embossing that I did. And this is an embossing folder that I have. Sorry, I hit the camera on, but this is an embossing folder. And as you guys can see, this is just a scrap piece of pink basil paper, but it embossed perfectly on there. And I used my Sizzix plates on the Evolution Advance. I also embossed, I have another piece around here. But it was just another embossing folder. So let me just show you guys how I emboss on here, and then I'll also do a video using the machine and the plates to cut a die, a Gina Marie die or some die that I have around here. So this is the plate that I'm going to use. This is the magnetic platform, and you can also use your other platform if you have a Sizzix as well. I'll use this embossing folder, and it just has hearts all over it, and I love this embossing folder. And I'm just going to use a piece of this paper. It's like a shiny, they call it metallic paper, but it's not really metallic. It's like almost like copy paper, but it's in black, and it's supposed to be metallic, but I don't see any glitter or anything like that. But anyway, I'll use this sheet of paper because I think it probably will come out pretty cute with the embossed hearts. So I just loaded my paper inside of the embossing folder, and I'm sorry guys, this is a 6x6 embossing folder, and it does fit on the platform base fine. And so what I would do is put my magnetic platform down, put down my embossing folder, and then because I'm not cutting anywhere, I can use my Please Do Not Cut Me plate or just a regular plate. Now mind you, this is a Cuttlebug B plate, okay? And so I put that right on top, and the pressure that I'm using with this sandwich is a pressure of 10, okay? I've also been able to use this without the cutting plate and just run the embossing folder through. You can try that as well. It works fine, but you know, I don't want anybody to break their machine. Just realize that if you go to put this in and you have resistance when you're turning this handle, stop. You know, if you have too much resistance where it's not going through the machine is what I'm saying, then you want to stop because you don't want to break your machine. But this flows through just easy. I mean, like butter. Like, it's not hard at all. And if you guys heard that, it just got to the end of the embossing folder, and I will share with you guys what it looks like embossed. It is gorgeous. So that is my embossed sheet of black paper. Sorry about the glare. And it works just perfectly. So I'm not sure what everyone else is saying, that you can't use your cutting pads and stuff that you already have. You know, I don't want to keep investing in more and more things, even though I love to shop and stuff, but I don't want to keep investing in more and more things if I can use what I have. So that works perfectly. So again, we're going to use the magnetic cutting plate, and we're going to use, let's use a Gina Marie die, and this is just a scallop rectangle. And so this is what this looks like. It's just a scallop rectangle. It comes in a pack of 2 for $10. Everybody knows who Gina Marie is. Awesome dies. So this is a magnetic plate. As you can see, my die is sticking to the plate, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my Do Not Cut Me plate down, and this is the Cuttlebug B plate. I'm just going to put that down on my platform, and then I'm going to put, and as you can see, it's still magnetized, I'm going to put my cutting die face, you know, cutting side up, and then I'm going to put my paper that I just just embossed. I'm going to put that face down on top of my die. I'm sorry, no I'm not. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my paper down, You could do it that way too, the way that I just did it, but this is the way I'm going to do it. I'm going to put my paper down. Uh-oh. No, I'm not. No, no, no. I'm going to use actually my precision base plate, which is this one. And as you guys can see, this also magnetizes to this. So I'm going to put that down. I'm going to put my paper down on top of that. And then I'm going to put my die down on top of that. Okay. And then I can put my do not cut plate on top of that entire sandwich. And then I can try to run it through. Now mind you, this is still on a pressure of 10. And as you guys can see, it is not going through. And so I'm going to stop. And I'm just going to raise the pressure dial up some. And I raised it all the way up to a 5. So let's see if that works. I'm going to try to roll it through again. And on a 5, it does roll through. And I'm getting a little bit of pressure, but not much. And so let's just see if this cuts through. And mind you, that paper is some pretty thick paper. So let's just see how it works. So here we go, moment of truth. And so it actually came right out of this part of the paper, and this is the part that I cut, and it cuts perfectly. So, and this is, I'm just trying to give you guys a close-up on the little hearts and stuff, but it cut perfectly, no problem. I didn't have to shim it, I didn't have to do anything, because this machine is technically a shim in itself. It actually will allow you to change the pressure so that you're able to cut through whatever material it is that you need to cut through with whatever sandwich you need to cut with. So I hope that was helpful to anyone that was looking to either purchase this machine or use this machine with other stuff that you already have. You can use your Cuttlebug folder, plates. You also can use your precision plate. You can use your magnetic platform. You can use your Sizzix plates. You can use your shims. You can use, I mean, everything, all of this stuff. You can use everything that you've already had. It's just that you have to be mindful that you don't want to jam up your machine. You want to make sure that the machine is taking it, and with the least amount of pressure that it will, you know, cut it. So, and it did fine. It did perfect. As you guys can see, it embossed this and did a great job, and then it cut it. And I mean, it's a very clean cut, and it also did a very good job. So I hope that helps anyone that is in the market for a manual die cutting machine. I absolutely love the Evolution Advance. And if you get your hands on it, if you are in the market for one, then I would suggest that you check it out.